Well, let's start with the numbers actually that we got today. The Eurozone, Germany, France. You've got one camp saying that these are awful, things are going to get worse, we're going to pull the markets down. Another camp saying, actually, hold on a minute. Which camp are you in?
I guess I'm in the latter. There are clearly some seasonal factors behind this data. We had very strong numbers coming through in the first quarter on the back of a very mild winter, which really boosted construction activity and would have brought forward some of that activity into that first quarter. And now we're getting a bit of a pullback. But you know, the seasonal factors don't explain all of the weakness. There's clearly something else going on there.
And that's what Mario Draghi is going to say, right?
Yeah, I think Mario Draghi will be focused on not only the weakness in growth, but also the inflation numbers. You know, they were confirmed at just 0.4% as well year on year today.
So when do you think the ECB needs to step up, and what do you think it should do?
Well, they would argue that they're stepping it up already, that we've had the liquidity being injected into money markets on the back of the stopping of the sterilisation from the Securities and Markets Programme, the SMP. We also have the targeted LTROs coming in next month, and we'll have even more liquidity being pumped through the system at the end of the year. So there's already a lot in play, and it's hard to see whether they can do a lot more in the near term.
What about this argument, though, Azad, that despite the central bank's efforts to get banks to lend, they're not going to do it because they're waiting for the AQR, they're waiting for the stress tests?
Yeah, that's totally correct in our view. I think they're looking to get those results. I mean, they should actually have an initial consultation in September as the first targeted LTRO comes through. It might be that the banks wait until the second TLTRO by the end of the year to really take down that liquidity. So that's why we think the ECB is unlikely to do anything until about the second quarter of next year, if it's still needed. Although markets and investors are really pushing for quantitative easing now.